Well, I don't really know how to start off this broadcast other than with the words, they really are that stupid. Radical leftists are out there right now literally holding up pictures of Ayatollah Khomeini protesting in the streets in support of Iran and a freaking dictator who literally killed 38,000 of his own people for doing the very same thing they are doing. You can't even make this stuff up. These people are so brainwashed. They're just like, here they get this go from the media. Oh, we don't want war in Iran. And then they just go. And all these, and I want you to see the video I'm about to show you. They all have the same signs like behind them. They're all pre-made. They were ready to go. And they change flags with the wind. Any flag. But the United States of America, I really wish they'd move the hell out of here, but they just really are that stupid. Take a look at this. I'm going to show you for yourself. This is on Jack Unheard, where I found it, in freedomnews.tv. Take a watch. And look, you can see right off the bat, before I even show you, they're literally carrying a picture of the terrorist Ayatollah Khomeini, again, who killed 38,000 protesters recently.
Deportation! For jobs and education! Army forces number one terrorist! U.S. imperialist! No boots on the ground, no bombs in the air! No boots on the ground, no bombs in the air! U.S. out of everywhere! U.S. out!
So you see all the signs, no war in Iran, and we're supporting a dictator, but hey, no kings, except Ayatollah Khomeini. If you get crazy here, maybe, hey, you should take that protest to Iran and see how they are dealing with it. By the way, the irony of this entire thing is this. Take a look. This is on Gateway Pundit. Irony. Leftists rally in the United States street for Iran's brutal regime, while IRGC lawmaker threatens to kill Democrat protesters. A shoot on sight kind of thing has been issued. I'm not even joking. These people are psycho in Iran. So a lot of their leaders are. While leftists are protesting in the streets to support the brutal Iranian regime with no ramifications of fear for their safety, an Iranian government official made it clear what will happen to citizens if they dare to protest in the streets of Iran against their government. Salar Abnoush, an Islamic Revolutionary Guard generally turned down lawmaker, said that the cost of going against them and protesting is death. Here's his words, right? This was published on an Iranian state TV. Those who are turned into Iran International and those who, for whatever reason, do not listen to our outlet, our parents, if your son or daughter will not listen, that is not our fault. Anyone in Iran today who raises their voice and speaks in harmony with the enemy, Tel Aviv is under their feet and Netanyahu is over their head. A shoot-on-sight issue has been issued for them. No one has spoken to you this plainly. We do not want your children to be killed because your child is ignorant and they're just unaware. That's literally the message that they put out. That guy's an evil freaking person. What's going on in Iran? The way that they have killed lots of people and protesters, the things that they do and try to do and say about America, it's just insane. It's causing nothing but violent strife and all of that. But either way, these leftists are like, hey, yeah, let's support a dictator. They're ridiculous. We even had 3 religious leaders, right, just declare basically jihad against the American people. They issued a fatwa. And what a fatwa was, and if you want to see it, it's on Restricted Republic. I want to encourage you, get there, sign up, by the way. Sign up for Restricted Republic. We have exclusive content that we're not sharing anywhere else but there. So go there. You guys will definitely not be disappointed. But here's the thing. This is the same brutal regime right now that is shutting down the Strait of Hormuz. This is about to cause a lot of things to skyrocket, including our oil, including our fertilizers, including our food, because all of that is linked, right? Take a look at this. And this is just a few days ago, this was published, but Reuters, the Strait of Hormuz shutdown worsens after U.S. hits Iranian warship. Tankers stranded for a 5th day. At least 200 ships, including oil and liquefied natural gas tankers, as well as cargo ships, remain at anchor in open waters off the coast of the major Gulf producers, including Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar, according to Reuters, estimated based on ship tracking data from the main traffic platform. Hundreds of other vessels remain outside the strait, unable to reach the port's data shows. Here's another one. Polymarket, world's second largest shipping company, has just suspended all cargo booking for the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, and Iraq. So all of this is happening as we speak. And here's the deal. You know what else plays a big part in the Strait of Hormuz? How about fertilizer? Take a look at this. And this is on drgnews.com. Fertilizer prices significantly higher after attack on Iran. The now closed Strait of Hormuz moves about 20 million barrels of crude oil and petroleum products daily, totaling about 20% of the global demand. DTN reports that fertilizer exports also move through the strait, including about a quarter of the globally traded nitrogen market, which is exactly what we need. About 180 million metric tons of fertilizer are consumed each year, and Forbes said roughly 55 to 60 metric tons of the area move through international seaborne trade annually. The Middle East accounts for approximately 40 to 50% of that traded volume, and nearly all of those exports have to travel through the Strait of Hormuz. In other words, hey, we're about to see higher prices on the food supply as well. Why don't you just little liberal leftists go and continue to hold your sign of Ayatollah Khomeini, a dictator? Somebody please explain to me why anybody would do that. Hey, I'm going to go protest in support of a dictator who just killed a bunch of people who are doing the same thing that I am doing because they're stupid. That is really the only answer that I have. Anyhow, wanted to share all of this. Welcome to my second channel here. I appreciate you guys showing up. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.